Pause. There you go. My guys have the ability to teleport. Just saying. They're easily gonna arrive in the center there and kill those Dothraki dumbasses. No! Brandon! You bastards! You fucking bastards. Oh, that's it. That guy's so fucking dead. Oh yes, I've captured them. This bastard killed... Yep, you will know what it is to see your children executed in front of your eyes. And I'll take his head. I don't even care. I do not even give a shit that, that it's just, like, made the war longer. I don't care. I'm going to just kill them all now for Brandon's sake. Who's going to inherit now? It'll be Willem, won't it? Yeah, it will be. Oh, fuck off! You've got to be fucking shitting me. All of that. And then the kiss about no longer there. Yeah, fuck you again. Alright. I'm probably just going to do that a third time, and this time not bother showing you it, because, yeah. You all saw it, right? Yeah, sure. Well, great. My son died, and for what? Nothing. Fucking assholes. And now Willem's going to inherit. Son of a bitch. Alright, guys. We'll probably just skip ahead. I'm going to declare war for, like, the third fucking time on these idiots. I'll try to declare war for the third fucking time on these idiots. Not even sure if I can. Nah, I can't because I've got my levies raised, but... yeah. It might actually even be even easier for me to do it now. But basically, I just need to take all that. Basically what we were just doing, but I won't bother showing it because, well, we've already fought this war twice now, right? And I just lost my kid doing it. Annoyingly. Like I said, I could have ended the war when I captured him, but I wanted to execute him. Just for the sake of executing him. You know, he did kill my kid, so I wasn't going to let the fucker live. Anyway. Yeah, we'll skip ahead to when this little bit of land is ours. It will be ours, and I'll name it after Brandon. I'll name it after Brandon. Hey guys, in an attempt to get us the Liberator trait, we're going to do a few of these and set some slaves free, basically. And the closest one I can find is doing this and attacking these guys, so that is what we're going to do. Which shouldn't, in theory, be too difficult, I think. They're only the Dothraki. At best, I think they're going to have, like... Actually, I don't think if they even are Dothraki. It's, like, really far over to the east. No, they're not. They're, whatever the hell these people are. Either way, I don't think they'll have a lot of strength military-wise. Hopefully. You gotta be shitting me. That place is now becoming... Our immense grasslands are practically impossible to govern properly in a civilized sense. As a consequence, the lands are normally under control has slipped away. Seriously? I mean, I suppose that makes sense, but really? So that means I can't actually conquer these regions. How utterly fucking ridiculous. We'll deal with that later. Cregan's got up. Good. Please select the... I hate when it lags like this. Very annoying. Go pick up those guys from the Isles. You guys have them. Are they really just outright attacking me? Yep, they are. Suit themselves. Really? You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's not great in the slightest. Those guys are going to get annihilated. Well, Infirm suffers from a sickly disposition. He's not long for this world then, in other words. But he'll still fight because he's a badass. And because I fucking will say so. you gonna... Yep, there we go. Well done, game. Register what I'm fucking clicking on. You gotta be shitting me. Ugh, for fuck's sake. Really, game? Really? Really? Go kill him, Roderick. The reason being, it had no bloody general leading the army, but still. Seriously? Oh, well, anyway, he's not doing anything, and he's an ugly bastard. We're gonna go over there and just take him. I've still got my character there that I used at the beginning of the thing to beef up some of their starting regions. Ah, this should be easily done. Holy crap, look at your face. You are not great at all. Alright, I have no interest in prolonging this little and for fuck's sake. I have no interest in prolonging this. Oh look, they've just taken that little bit of land, which for some reason means something. How do they still have 6,000 or so troops? It's utterly ridiculous. You're a fleet, not an army. You're fighting guys from Nefer? Alright, pause. Now we end this. I get a bunch of prestige. And the downside is I need to do this a few times in order to get the Liberator trait, I assume. Barogic will deal with those idiot looters. Disassemble. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Bloody pause. What? I have no idea why it's doing that. Very, very annoying. Right, I can only do colonization for these guys, and what's the point in colonization if it just falls back into Dothraki hands? Exactly. I don't see any point in. How it's just very fucking annoying. Can I not take the Dothraki lands at all? They just fall back into enemy control? Or do I need to actually do a colonization thing rather than pushing a claim on it? Krieger's doing okay. And Willem has been tutored by nobody good for some fucking reason. Why the hell Willem isn't being tutored by me? Maybe because he's infirm? I don't know. You lost a war. That's because you're not too bad, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Screw you. I can do a colonization, but maybe that works if I do that, but they're not, then they're pretty fucking pricey for me to do. Where else can I... There's not really anywhere else that I can actually do the whole liberation for, exactly. Because I need to be close to them in order for it to work. I can't do it to these guys because they're too far away. Very interesting. Just kind of fucking smacking my head against a wall trying to figure out where to go, really. Because, I mean... We could simply attack Westeros if we wanted to. Not West is held by. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so she dies, and the Westerlands and basically everything falls into the hands of the independent kingdom of the Mountain and the Vale, which makes the Iron Throne even weaker. I mean, we could. Okay, apparently we can't. Are the Stormlands independent? No. I do have my claim, do I not? Yes, I do. Daenerys still doesn't have any kids. Interestingly. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll go off camera for a sec and figure out what we're going to do next. Like I said, we could strike at Westeros, or I thought we could, because we could a minute ago, but we can't right now for some bloody reason. But, yeah. I mean, hell, rather than going along the coastline, if all of these regions are going to be primarily, like, you know, primarily Dothraki lands that apparently I can't hold properly. Other than maybe doing colonization, maybe that'll work. But what I could do is I could shoot down south. Take this large place here, take this place, these places. Because these aren't Dothraki lands, I don't think. I don't think these count as Dothraki, do they? Maybe. Maybe they do. Take some testing. We could conquer south, and then basically make the whole of this section here part of the Sunset Islands, or the Sunset Empire, as we will eventually name ourselves or something. Sunset Kingdom, either way. You know, that's if we didn't want to continue pushing this way, which is a little bit difficult to push this way. We could attack the Westeros, assuming it gives us the claim. But I was counting on the liberation thing with the slaves in order to expand. Otherwise, we'll just be relying on the conquer ambition, which might not be too hard because eventually Willem's almost of age, and Roderick is not long for this world. So yeah. All right, we'll skip ahead and see what happens, and I'll try and figure out where we're gonna do our next move. Okay, well. The game crashed. I had to load back from an autosave. And I think there's a difference in the leadership of the Vale. Or something. Because this time around, I could marry my daughter off to the blind and crippled Prince of the Vale, who's the heir. But she's preggers, so, you know, the stuff still works. All the important bits still work, apparently. But there you go, metal image for you. I'll leave you to figure out how that all worked. But anyway... there's actually two wars going on. One, weirdly led by the Boltons, Ramsay, is fighting for Sansa's claim. He's not married to Sansa or anything. I guess Ramsay just had a change of heart in his old age, weirdly. And the other is being fought by the Karstarks, and her heir and only daughter is Lara Locke, since she's married to, or was married to him. But I have betrothed Willem to her. Willem's inherited his mother's hair, looks of things. But yeah, he's a skilled fighter, he's deceitful, ruthless, diligent, just. Not bad. But then anyway, we are going to offer to join the war for the North. Of which... yeah, I gain the Kingdom of the North. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Well, I'm assuming I become independent from the rest of Westeros. But yeah, we're going to offer to do that. And hopefully call the Mountain and the Vale in to my war as well. There is a war that he can be called into. You're fucking... Why does that fucking option come up if it's not even an option? What's wrong with you, game? Alright. I apparently wedded my daughter off to a blind cripple for no bloody reason. Alright, sure you do yourself, game. Fuck you. Alright. We'll do what we have to. But yeah, this is our ticket to the north, which hopefully is not against Dany herself with the dragons and everything, but afterwards she might get pissy with me controlling it. So we might have a war with Daenerys afterwards when she tries to claim back the north. And I got another daughter. That's fine. She can just be called that. I'm going to send you over here to pick up the 5k from down there. Don't put the timer past that because it gets bitchy otherwise. Here goes. Over to the ships. I put the speed past like ×3, then it gets bitchy and the game fucking crashes. Still can't call the Vale into the war. Very annoying. May as well pick up these idiots from the islands. Why the hell not? Every man counts. Not really, but, you know. Come on, game. Come on. I know you're saving, but this is ridiculous. Come on. Slide on the other side of the fuck. Yeah. Alright, run of the Winter Fleet in the middle. I still can't call them into the war for some reason. Does he have like a close ally in there? No, he doesn't. Odd. Right. There you go. Now that everyone's here, I was going to quick save. I don't know the game crashing again. I'm pretty sure the reason it crashed last time is because I was maxed out with the speed, but you know, what are you going to do? Funny thing is, I think we're winning already because the Lannister forces are taking so long to actually get here. Oh no, I've lost the brave thing. How's Ramsey doing with his thing? I think we'll take the men and march on Winterfell. Just from a lore sense. In the books, I plan on having them land, like, around White Harbor and everything, but... in theory, anyway. That or having them attack... that or having Roderick attack, like, directly into the Blackwater and just scare the shit out of the Lannisters. There you go. Beat him into being calm. Please get out of here, because... bloody annoyingly losing shit to attrition. They're all still losing. Why are you losing? Like, maybe because it's a supply limit's like way in the middle of nowhere? Maybe? Wait a minute, what? Castamere? Who holds Castamere? I didn't... fucking Lancel Lannister's on our side, alright. Alright, cool. That's fine. Willem, the Butcher of Casterly Rock, was killed by the mountain that rides, but when did Willem butcher Casterly Rock? Did he literally just die now? It's occupied by Lancel. Interesting. Very interesting. Just gonna get in the go up here, start taking more stuff. Even if they're only small bits of land. Apparently that's on our side. Oh, son of a bitch. At least I'm still leading the army. Yes, thank you. My wife is my regent.